My name is Margaret and I'm 87 years old now. These days I sleep peacefully almost every night. I fall asleep easily, stay asleep and wake up feeling rested. But believe me, it wasn't always like that. When I was around 60 years old, I began having terrible trouble sleeping. Night after night I would lie in bed staring at the ceiling. My body was tired, but my mind just wouldn't quiet down. Some nights I wouldn't fall asleep until 2 or 3 in the morning. Other nights I would fall asleep for a short while and then wake up in the middle of the night with my thoughts racing. The next day I felt exhausted. I had no energy, no patience, and everything felt harder than it should. I remember thinking, is this just what happens when you get older? A lot of people told me it was normal. They said, once you reach your 60s, sleep just isn't the same. But deep down, I didn't believe that had to be true. I had known older people who slept just fine. My father slept soundly into his 90s, and my grandmother used to say, good sleep comes to those who live calmly. So instead of giving up, I started paying attention to my evenings and my habits. I didn't change everything overnight. I simply began making small adjustments one by one. The first habit I started was something very simple, an evening walk. After dinner, instead of sitting in front of the television, I would go outside and take a slow walk around the neighborhood. Nothing fast or tiring, just 10 or 15 minutes of gentle walking in the fresh air. Sometimes the sky was turning orange with sunset. Sometimes the air was cool and quiet. Those little walks helped my body unwind from the day. By the time I came back home, I could already feel my mind slowing down. The next thing I added to my evenings was a warm cup of herbal tea. Most nights it was chamomile tea, sometimes lemon balm or mint. I didn't add sugar or anything sweet. I would sit quietly in my chair, holding the warm cup in my hands, letting the warmth calm my body. It became a signal to myself. The day is ending. Another big change was that I stopped eating sugary snacks at night. I used to enjoy cookies or a little dessert after dinner, but I noticed that sugar late in the evening made my body restless. Once I stopped doing that, my sleep began improving almost immediately. I also learned to turn off the television and put away my phone at least an hour before bed. When I used to watch late-night news or scroll through things on a screen, my brain stayed busy and alert. Now I prefer soft lighting and quiet. That's when I began another habit that I still love today, reading before bed. Not anything exciting or stressful, just calm stories, old novels, or simple books that gently relax the mind. After 10 or 15 minutes of reading, my eyes begin to grow heavy and my mind naturally prepares for sleep. I also made sure to keep a regular bedtime. Going to bed at roughly the same time every night trains the body. Over time, your body begins to understand when it's time to slow down and rest. My bedroom changed too. I started opening the window for fresh air, keeping the room a little cooler, and making sure the lights were soft and dim before sleep. A quiet, cool room makes a big difference. Sometimes before bed, I also do a few gentle stretches. Nothing complicated, just slow stretches for my back, neck, and shoulders. It helps release the tension that builds up during the day. And one of my favorite little habits is something very simple, gratitude. Before I turn off the light, I close my eyes and think of 3 good things from that day. They don't have to be big things.